Alright, so there's this new ASMR style channel that's going viral right now. Instead of the usual fruit cutting or glass cutting short form content that most of us expect from that niche, these guys are simply using Ghibli-style videos to create relaxing, individual, and family-style day-to-day life scenarios. This channel called Ghibli Days is an example of a channel that's succeeding with this style of content. I'm going to show you how their videos look, but first, let's look at some of the stats on the channel. It was created just a few months ago, but as you can see, they already have more than 3 million views from only posting a handful of videos. If we look at their content, they're bringing in some incredible numbers. This one was uploaded 13 days ago, but already has over 106,000 views. This other one has crossed 1 million views in 3 weeks. Honestly, the views on their videos are really impressive. Another channel that's also caught up with the trend just 2 weeks ago is this one. Within this short time, they've been able to grow their channel with their most popular video already passing 270,000 views, and others not doing too bad as well. All of this from just 2 weeks of upload. The good news is that the niche is actually still new, so it has very little competition. Let's take a look at one of their videos. As you can see, the concept behind their videos is quite simple. Since the videos are meant for relaxing, there's little to no voiceover. Just some animated Ghibli images telling a relatable story, and finally some sound effects to keep viewers engaged. These scenes are simple, like someone cooking, but they tell real, relatable stories, like on Christmas when someone misses their family, or just everyday moments in a family's life. They show every part of the story. Someone might be working at their job, feeling a little lonely or missing home, while another character is eating or going about their day. These small moments make the story feel grounded and authentic. The animation is beautifully done in Ghibli style. You see him buying presents while he's away, then coming home to his family. It's simple, yet heartwarming. These videos capture everyday life in a way that's easy for anyone to relate to. Most of the time, there aren't many voices. You might hear a word or two, but the storytelling relies mostly on the characters' actions and the accompanying sound effects. But it works really well, leading to the insane results that these channels are getting. The videos are also quite easy to make. I've already created prompts that simplify the whole process, from topic prompts to story prompts and even image prompts, making it straightforward for anyone to create similar content. As always, the prompts will be posted on Discord and Skool. You can use the topic prompt to generate the themes. I'm not going to go through it because it's just like any of my other prompts. Replace the placeholder with however many topics you want, and the AI will do the rest. Once you're done with that, you need the story. Paste it inside ChatGPT, and then you replace any topic placeholders with your chosen topic. The AI will give you a detailed story. Next, you need to create your images. For this part, simply copy the image prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. Specify the number of image prompts you want and paste your script at the bottom. Once that's done, the AI will generate the image prompts for you. Now, here's something important. Before you generate all the scene images, you want to make sure you first identify the characters in the story. The prompt will usually break this down for you. In this case, we have the mother, the father, the older child, and the younger brother. What you want to do is generate images for these characters first. Once you have solid character images, you can then reuse them as references when creating the full scene images, which helps keep everything consistent throughout the story. For the character images, Whisk works just fine, but you can use any other image generator that you like. First, set the aspect ratio to portrait, paste the character prompt, and start the generation. While that's generating, I'll move on and grab the second character, which is the reference for the father. Alright, so now we have the mother. Download the image and save it. Next, I'll generate the father, as well as any other images that are included in your story. At this point, the main character references are ready to use, so it's time to generate the actual scene images. This first one about the mother holding a lantern. Copy the prompt and then make sure your reference character has been uploaded. A quick tip, it helps a lot if you name your files properly, so it's easy to identify which character is which later on. Once the image has been uploaded and analyzed, paste the scene prompt for the mother, change the aspect ratio to 16:9, and then generate the image. As you can see, the result stays very close to the original character. Whisk maintains the mother's appearance. Her face, clothing, and overall look are all consistent. This next one of the mother washing carrots still maintains the character consistency. Keep generating the rest of your images the same way. In case the scene requires multiple characters, don't forget to add those other character references before generating the scene. That said, this tool does have a limitation. It allows only up to 3 character references at a time. so it may become an issue for scenes where you need 4 or more characters to stay consistent. Now, once all your images are ready, it's time to animate them. You have multiple options to choose from. You can use VO3, Kling, or any AI image animation tool you're comfortable with. In this case, I'm using VO3. If you're on a budget and looking for alternatives, you can check out my Skool community. I've pinned a tool there that you might find useful. Once you're inside VO, confirm that the VO 3.1 quality model is selected, then switch to frames to image and upload your images. For the animation prompt, you don't need to overthink it. You can simply reuse the exact same prompt you used to generate the image in the first place. There's no need for anything extra or complex. Those same prompts work perfectly for animation. So I'll paste the prompt, start the animation, and while that's processing, I'll move on and load the next image. I'll paste the next prompt and repeat the process. Now let's look at the results. As you can see, this looks really good. The animation feels natural and smooth. Let's check another one. Everything looks great overall. There's a small issue near the end where the lantern flares up a bit, but aside from that, the result is solid. It's good enough to use, so we can go ahead and upscale it to 1080p resolution. You'll need to repeat this process for every image you generated. The channel we're modeling animates every single one of their images, so you can do the same. One final tip, sometimes the tool automatically adds background music, which isn't ideal. So if you don't want music but still want sound effects, just add something like no background music, sound effects. That's all you need, and it will remove the music while keeping the ambient sounds. Now it's time to put everything together, so make sure CapCut is open. Start by importing all your animated clips, then drop them into the timeline. Make sure the aspect ratio is set to 16:9. You want to keep the sound effects intact, so don't remove or replace them. Just arrange the clips in order on the timeline. That's really all you need to do. You can add transitions if you want, but they're not necessary. If you do decide to use transitions, keep them subtle. Something simple like a black fade works perfectly. Now, pay attention to the audio. The sound effects should be present and noticeable, but not overpowering. If they're too loud, go into the audio settings and adjust them. A quick way to do this is by normalizing the sound. Just click Normalize Audio and bring the level down slightly until it feels balanced. Next, don't forget about filters. Apply one that gives you the look that you like and play around with the intensity if it's too much. The final step is to add background music. Choose something calm and relaxing from YouTube's audio library or your favorite royalty-free repository. Add the music to your timeline, trim it to fit the video, and lower the volume so it's not too loud. Once everything looks and sounds right, you can export at 1080p or higher resolution. The final piece you need is the thumbnail. To do this, copy the thumbnail prompt and paste it back into the AI. Wherever you see the placeholder for the topic, simply replace it with your own. Once that's done, open your image generator. In this example, the thumbnail includes 3 characters: the mother, the child, and the father. I've already added all 3 character references here, so just make sure the aspect ratio is set to 16:9 and then generate the image. You don't need to make any changes to the thumbnail, but in case you want to tweak it a bit, drop it inside Photopea and play around with the adjustments, brightness, contrast, and even saturation. Play around with these settings until the image looks more vibrant and eye-catching. Now, if you like this niche, check out this brand new channel that's breaking records right now. Anyway, thank you, and see you in the next one.